Good day. Welcome to my YouTube channel, wherein you can watch our Lesson 3, Plot, Setting, and Characterization from our English 10 Quarter 1. I know that you are very excited to learn. By the way, I am your teacher, Dr. Jan-Ann-Rey Consignado, and I am to discuss our third lesson from our first quarter. Now, this lesson highlights the appraisal of the unity of plot, setting, and characterization in a material viewed. This includes analysis of these concepts in understanding and achieving writer's purpose. You are expected to differentiate plot, setting, and characterization. Again, you are to differentiate the three: plot, setting, and characterization, and identify the author's purpose. Alright, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. Our very first learning task is this. You have to study the pictures. Then, identify the characters, plot, and setting of the story. Alright? So, you will see the picture. I have here 4 pictures. You are to identify the plot, setting, and the characters. Take a look at the picture. This is the first picture, second, third, and fourth. Alright, that is our very first learning task. Our learning task 2 is a game. Okay? You have to guess the word. Are you ready? Okay, let us start now. I will say the meaning, then you will identify the word. Beginning of the story. What is this? Again, beginning of the story. Very good. It's exposition. Who got it right? Congratulations. It's exposition. How about the second one? What is this? Struggle of the main character. Again, the struggle of the main character. What is this? Yes, this is conflict. Congratulations. How about the third? This is the turning point of the story. What is this? The turning point of a story. Yes, it's climax. How about the next? Oh, we have 2 words. Where resolution begins. What is that? 2 words. Yes, you are correct. The first word is falling and the second one is action. Falling action. Who got it right? Raise your hands. Very good. You're enjoying. How about the next? The final outcome of the story. What is this? Final outcome of the story. Okay, that is resolution. Once again, raise your hands if you got it right. Congrats again. How about the next number? Oops, this is the location of the story. What is that? Yes, it's place. Raise your hands again if you get it right. Wow. How about the period or time when the story occurs? Again, the period or time when the story occurs. Yes, it's time. Congrats again if you get it right. And this one, time and location of the story. Again, time and location of the story. What is this? You are correct. It's setting. Raise your hand if you get it right. Wow. How about this one? Arrangement of story. What is this? Wow, it's plot. Raise your hand if you got it right. Congrats again. And last but definitely not the least, what is this? Oops, plural. Actors or movers of the story. What are these? Again, actors or movers of the story. Plural. Yes, you are correct. It's characters. A big round of applause. Okay, so now, who got 10 points? Wow. Who got 9? Who got 8? Wow. It seems that you got high points. Very good. Okay, how about this one? Do you still remember this? Yes, that is one of our favorite movies. Actually, I watched that for the nth time. How about you? By the way, what's the title of the movie? Yes, it's Train to Busan. Raise your hands if you already watched this. Okay, I will raise my hand because I already watched that movie for the nth time. Alright? Have you watched English dub movie titled Train to Busan? The first question, who are the main characters of the story? Second question, what is the setting of the story? Third question, using a story map, explain the exposition, conflict, climax, and resolution. I will repeat. Using a story map, explain the exposition, conflict, climax, and resolution. And last, what social conditions are portrayed in the story? Okay, Train to Busan. So now, we are to discuss these three characters or characterization, plot, and setting. Again, we are to discuss characters, characterization, plot, and setting. Listen to me. Characters. When we say characters, these refer to persons, creatures, or things serving as actors or movers. I will give emphasis here. Movers, actors in a story. They portray specific roles with corresponding dialogues and plot lines. Stories have protagonists and antagonists. Yes, in Filipino, when we say protagonist, yes, you are correct. It's bida. When we say antagonist, yes, that is kontrabida. Characters. We also have the characterization. What does it mean? This is a writer's tool or literary device that occurs anytime the author uses details to teach us about a person. I will give you an instance. This is used over the course of a story in order to tell the tale. So I'll show you one. You know this, right? Let's figure it out from the example below. In the Harry Potter series, Dobby refers to Potter as what? Yes, the noble Harry Potter or good Harry Potter, which shows us how the house elf adores the young wizard. That is, yes, Harry Potter. It might also be a hint of how Dobby would show affection for other people he admires. That is characterization. Once again, what is that? Yes, characterization. Very good. How about plot? What does it mean? Plot shows how the author arranges events to develop the basic idea. There are 5 essential parts of plot. Again, how many? Very good. We have 5 essential parts of plot. The first one is exposition, and other term for exposition is introduction. How about the second? It's the conflict. Third, the climax. And of course, the fourth, yes, it's the falling action. And the fifth, the resolution or conclusion. We will be discussing the 5 parts of plot. The first essential part of plot is exposition. Again, what is the other term for exposition? Introduction. The beginning of the story. Exposition or the introduction is the beginning of a story. How about the second essential part of plot? What is that? Yes, it's conflict. What is the meaning of conflict? Conflict can be any form of struggle the main character faces. There may be only one central struggle, or there may be many minor obstacles within a dominant struggle. So that is the meaning of conflict. And mind you that we have 5 kinds of conflict. What are these? Character versus self, external, character versus character, character versus nature, and the last one, character versus society. Okay, let us discuss those 5 conflicts. When we say character versus self, struggles with own soul, physical limitations, choices, etc. Character versus self. How about external? What is that? Struggle with a force outside one's self. Keyword, outside. External, outside. How about the third kind of conflict? Character versus character. What does it mean? Struggles against other people. Key terms, other people. How about character versus nature? When we say character versus nature, struggles against animals, weather, environment, etc. And last but definitely not the least, we have here character versus society. What does it mean? Struggles against ideas, practices, or customs of others. So these are the 5 kinds of conflict. Don't forget, again, what are the 5 kinds of conflict? Very good. Character versus self. Second, external. Next, character versus character. Next, character versus nature. And character versus society. Very good. You got it correct. How about the third essential part of a plot? We have here the climax. What is the meaning of climax? This is the turning point of the story. Again, keywords, turning point. Readers wonder what will happen next. Will the conflict be resolved? Once again, this is what we call climax. Next, the fourth essential part of plot. We have here falling action. Again, what is that? Yes, falling action. This is where the resolution begins. Falling action. Events and complications start to fall into place. These are the events between climax and denouement. Okay? Once again, that is what we call falling action. Will you please pronounce the last word? Repeat after me. Denouement. Very good. And the last essential part of plot is the resolution or the conclusion. This is the final outcome of events in the story. So, that is really the conclusion. And now, we are to discuss setting. What is the meaning of setting? It refers to the time and location. I will be repeating it. Time and location. Not only time, not only location. We have time and location. That's setting. For some stories, the setting is very important, while for others, it is not. When examining how setting contributes to a story, there are multiple aspects to consider. So what are those considerations? We have here, how many? Yes, we have 5 considerations. The first one is place, followed by time, weather conditions, social conditions, and the last one is mood or atmosphere. So we are to discuss those 5 considerations. When we say place, the geographical location, Where is the action of the story taking place? For the place. How about time? Historical period, time of day, year, etc. When is the story taking place? That's for the time. How about weather conditions? Is it rainy, sunny, stormy, etc.? That is for weather conditions. How about social conditions? We have here, what is the daily life of the characters like? Does the story contain local color? Writing that focuses on the speech, dress, mannerisms, customs, etc. of a particular place. And last, but definitely not the least, yes, its mood or atmosphere. What feeling is created at the beginning of the story? Again, feeling. You still remember this? Yes, this is a movie. Actually, I already watched this for the nth time. Raise your hands if you already watched Tangled. Alright. Our learning task 4. Watch the Disney movie titled Tangled. If you haven't watched it yet, you may still view it using this link. Okay? So, if you haven't watched it yet, it's okay, no worries. We are suffering from pandemic, that's why we are giving you consideration. Okay? It depends upon the availability of the resources at home. If you have the link, go ahead. If you have no link, it's okay. For this activity, you may also use any movie. Again, you may also use any movie that you have watched or story that you have read. That's it. So we are giving you consideration. Okay? Then, answer the questions that follow. Write your answers in your notebook. Again, we're going to write your answers? Yes, in your notebook. Once again, this is the link if you have the internet connection. But if you have no internet connection, I will allow you if you have your previous movies. It's okay. Or book that you read. First question. Who are the main characters of the story? Again, who are the main characters of the story? Second, what is the setting of the story? Again, what is the setting of the story? Time and place. Time and location. Third, using a story map, explain the plot of the story. Again, using a story map, explain the plot of the story. If you still remember our previous lesson, we had our graphic organizer. Okay? So we will be using a story map. A. Exposition. B. Conflict. C. Climax. And resolution. And last but definitely not the least, what social conditions are portrayed in the story? Again, what social conditions are portrayed in the story? So our learning task 5, identify what is asked in each item. Again, identify what is asked in each item. Write the letters of your answers in your notebook. Letters only. Copy and answer? No, letters only in your notebook. First, characterization. Characterization is A, the central message in a story. B, the problem in a story. C, the process by which a writer reveals a character's personality and qualities. And D, the color of the character's costume. I will repeat. Characterization is A, the central message in a story. B, the problem in a story. C, the process by which a writer reveals a character's personality and qualities. And D, the color of the character's costume. Your timer starts now. Letter only. Very good. It's letter C. The process by which a writer reveals a character's personality and qualities. Who got it right? Raise your hand. Honesty is the best policy. Okay, it's letter C. That is the meaning of characterization. By the way, guys, let's promote honesty. Okay? Honesty is really the best policy. You are to check your own paper this time. Okay? Your own answer. Number 2. The setting of a story may best be defined as A, the conflict or problem in the story. B, the point of view of a story. C, the time and location in a story. And D, the series of events in the story. I will repeat. The setting of a story may best be defined as A, the conflict or problem in the story. B, the point of view of a story. C, the time and location in a story. And D, the series of events in the story. Your timer starts now. Pens up. What's your answer? If your answer is letter C, that is correct. Raise your hands if you got it right. Very good. How about the third question? What is it called when a reader has to infer what the character is like based on what he says, thinks, or does? A, direct characterization. B, indirect characterization. C, the author's message. And D, point of view. I will repeat. What is it called when a reader has to infer what the character is like based on what he says, thinks, or does? A, direct characterization. B, indirect characterization. C, the author's message. D, point of view. Your timer starts now. If your answer is B, that is correct. Indirect characterization. Because of the keyword infer, what the character is like based on what he says, thinks, or does. Who got it right? Very good. How about this one? What is the meaning of the term plot? A, the final outcome of the story. B, the sequence of events in a story. Letter C, the beginning of a story. And letter D, the high point of the story. I will repeat. What is the meaning of the term plot? A. The final outcome of the story. B. The sequence of events in a story. C. The beginning of a story. And D. The high point of the story. Your timer starts now. Pens up. Honesty is the best policy. If your answer is B, that is correct. Who got it right? Raise your hands. Very good. Sequence of events. Plot. How about number 5, the last question. Which of the following statements is the best climax definition? The best climax definition. Letter A. The point of highest tension in a story. B. The conclusion of a work of literature in which the conflict is resolved. Letter C. The introduction of characters, setting, and conflict in a narrative. And the last one, or letter D, the series of events in the story. I'll repeat. Which of the following statements is the best climax definition? A. The point of highest tension in a story. B. The conclusion of a work of literature in which the conflict is resolved. C. The introduction of characters, settings, and conflict in a narrative. And letter D. The series of events in the story. Your timer starts now. Pens up. Okay, if your answer is letter A, that is correct. The point of highest tension in a story. Raise your hands if you got it right. Congratulations. Okay, hands down. So now, who got 5? Raise your hands. Oh, it seems that you get a perfect score. Who got 4? Only one mistake. Who got 3? No one. Who got 2? No one. 1? 0? Wow, it seems that you get 4 and 5 correct responses. Very good. It seems that you really understood our lesson. A big round of applause to each and every one of you. Wow, congrats. Good job. Good job. Okay? If you get 4 or 5. You really listened very carefully a while back. And now, if you have a question, you can use the comment section. Go ahead, kindly use the comment section if you have questions. It is my pleasure to entertain questions from you, my dearest learners. Okay, thank you very much. And I am Miss Jan-Ann-Rey Consignado. You can add me. I have my Facebook account. I also have my Twitter account, IG, and of course my YTC. Okay? Jan-Ann-Rey Consignado. Then January 6. C. Jan-Ann-Rey. And this is my channel. I hope you'll subscribe, please. Because next week, I will be uploading again our lesson. Subscribe to our YTC. Subscribe, please. Okay, so once again, thank you and stay safe, healthy, and happy. Handang isip, handa bukas. Congratulations! Bye-bye!